Good evening and welcome to episode 138. As always, let's start with our gratitude attitude. So, if you would please gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax your body. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, let all your stress melt away. Take one more deep breath. As you exhale, completely let yourself go. Now, think of one thing that you are thankful for that happened in the past week. Once you identified that, think about why you are thankful. Now let's set it free. If you're by yourself, say it out loud what you're thankful for and why. If you're with someone, tell it to each other. All right. So we're going to continue going through the chapters in the upcoming book, The Serenity Blueprint. Let's talk about going with the flow today. As we all know, life is a flow. Life keeps changing all the time. It's like a mountain stream running all the time. Its nature is to flow. Sometimes it feels like we barely get our footing, and suddenly the ground is shifting beneath us. We try so hard to keep things the same. I think as human beings, we like familiarity, right? We have familiarity bias. We resist change. We would rather accept known pain than unknown pleasure. That's because the pain of loss is usually much greater than the pleasure of gain. But even then, life keeps changing. It changes from moment to moment. Look outside. Look at the flowers, the trees. A hailstorm comes, and all of that is gone in an instant. I remember um, there was a contractor came to my house to check out or give price to replace awning. And he was telling me, this was last year, he was telling me that he was driving down Bellevue near University Boulevard, which is established area, and 100-year-old tree, he was guessing, of course, just got lifted from its root. Think about that, right? That's change. That's monumental change, right? If you think about the corporate world, right? Back in the day, 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago now, there was this phrase, manage growth. It was in fashion at the time. There's no such thing, right? Either you grow or you shrink. There's no other option. Look at Blockbuster, Circuit City, right? We always try to fix things because we don't like the flow of life. As soon as we fix something to our liking, something else breaks down. And that's what Buddha calls impermanence. One moment giving rise to the next moment, and the moment after that, and so forth. Right? We do this in our meditation every time. Right? Let this moment bring the next peaceful moment. So if you think about it, there are no things per se, because things imply a sort of permanence. And everything keeps changing moment by moment. So by that process, right, if we say there are no things, then everything is an event rather than a thing. Someone would say, well, our body is a thing. Is it though? It keeps changing. Your body is not what it was 10 years ago. Sometimes changes are so subtle that it looks like it's not changing. In my case, my weight keeps going up every day. So I can see, hey, something's changing. But in Buddhism, it's called a functioning thing as opposed to a thing, which implies some kind of static behavior. So take a seedling, for example. A seedling's function is to create sprout. It's a thing, but it's a functioning thing. Because the moment a seed becomes a sprout, it goes out of existence. Seed is no longer there. The moment the sprout becomes a sapling, that goes out of existence, and so on. That means everything is an event. Everything is always in the nature of change. So we have to learn to accept that and go with it and adapt to it. Why is this important? Because the sooner we accept that change is the only constant, the more adaptive we will become. If we accept that the change is part of nature, we will not try to force things. We'll try and take things as they come. That in turn will reduce our anxieties and stress because we are no longer fighting against the flow. Very crucial to think about. Because if we fight against change in our minds and in our hearts, we'll lose. Because impermanence is the only reality. Nobody wants to be unhappy. None of us do, right? If we all want a happy life, then our only option is to go with the flow. We can call it patience, resilience, grace under fire, whatever you want to call it. But it's a way to stay peaceful, calm, and accept no matter what life throws at us. If good things happen, we're happy. If bad things happen, we accept them happily. The only way to be happy is to stop being unhappy. I'm going to repeat that. The only way to be happy is to stop being unhappy. Does that make sense? We are unhappy because we don't accept what is going on in our lives. We want to fix things. You're fighting. You're trying to build these dams in the flow of river called life. And this is where the practice of patience acceptance comes in. What is patience acceptance? It is the ability to accept wholeheartedly whatever it is that comes at you. Good things come, I'm happy. Bad thing comes, I accept it happily. We accept it as it appears without wishing it to be otherwise. That's the other thing, right? It's one thing you're forced to accept, is other thing to say, yeah, I wish it was different. Accept it without wishing it to be otherwise. So let's look at an example. Say you want to go for a hike. Prepare for a hike, load up the car, put the dogs in the car, and start driving. You drive for 2 hours and suddenly there are thunderstorms. If you get unhappy that it's raining, it'll ruin your day. But if you accept it's raining, you may actually enjoy the rain, right? Or you can pull out an umbrella to protect you from the rain. Accept that it is what it is, right? Without wishing it to be different. And you can use this example for anything else that may be going on in your world. If you don't like injustice in our society, bring out the umbrella, meaning act to help people and solve problems. But don't let that disturb your inner peace. That's all I'm trying to say. So, hope all of that makes sense. In today's meditation, let's do um, let's do eye movement meditation. We haven't done that in a long time. So what we'll do is we'll, as always, right, calm down, settle down at our heart, and then we'll close our eyes and focus on different ends of our eyes, if you will. And I'll guide you through this process. It's a different meditation. It's kind of a concentrating meditation. So let's try that. If you're ready, let's get into our meditation posture. Back straight, spine upright, shoulders leveled. Gently close your eyes. Keep your mouth just a little bit open, so any stress you may have accumulated in your jaws will dissipate. Palms in your lap, right or left, thumbs gently touching each other. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, let all your worries disappear. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, see your stress dripping away. Take one more deep breath. As you exhale, let yourself completely loose like a ragdoll. Now, bring your attention to the sensation of your breath at your nostrils. Feel the cool air as you breathe in. Feel slightly warm air as you breathe out. Keep your attention on the sensation of your breath for about a minute or so. Now, bring your attention at your heart. Imagine everything that happened before this moment melts into light and disappears. Things that have not yet happened are not real anyway. It's just this moment. Enjoy the peaceful nature of your root mind at your heart. Let this peaceful moment bring the next peaceful moment. Remember, there is nothing to do. There is nowhere to go. Just enjoy. Now, bring your attention to the upper right corner of your eyes. Bring your attention to the lower left corner of your eyes. Bring your attention to the lower right corner of your eyes. Bring your attention to the upper left corner of your eyes. Bring your attention to the bottom center of your eyes. Bring your attention to the top center of your eyes. Bring your attention to the right center of your eyes. Bring your attention to the left center of your eyes. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Any questions? Go ahead, Prima.
No questions. I just wanted to say, I don't know if you've seen an episode from Gaur Gopal Das. He puts it very nicely on today's topic. He says, he has a Hindi poem, but essentially what it means is be prepared for some pain and suffering in life. Otherwise, once you are dead, even getting burnt does not cause any pain.
That is so true. That is so true. No effect, huh? Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad always says that, years ago when he was here, I asked him, if something happens to you, what do I gotta do? Right? And he says, once I'm Gujarati, bhai, jeev jai, then this body is just like a clothing,
Yeah.
it's no different. So,
That is it. So,
yeah. Aditi,
yeah.
welcome after a long time.
Thank you, Nirav bhai. Sorry, yeah, I was in India for 6 weeks and then I came and you left, I think.
Yeah, I know.
So, and then I didn't know that, it's resumed like
No worries. No worries.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good to see you.
Yeah. Same here. Good to resume this again and
Any
yeah.
questions, comments?
Not on today's session, no.
Okay. I'm going to stop